Phonemic awareness can also affect a student's spelling ability. A lot of times there's the misconception that if they're reading fine and they just have a spelling issue, well, they just need more help with their spelling. They actually need the same type of intervention and instruction as those who struggle with reading, because it is a language processing issue that deals with the phonology, which is the sound, and the orthographic representation, or the visual, put together in patterns to create words. The reason spelling is so difficult, first of all, if they lack an awareness that a word is made up of parts and those patterns create certain sounds, that's the understanding in a phonemic awareness sense, they can't spell because they won't have a letter to sound correspondence ability. Then spelling gets even more complicated as we realize that there are more ways to spell one sound. Spelling will always lag a little bit behind, but if that phonemic awareness base isn't there, their spelling is going to struggle. That's why a phonics instruction with phonemic awareness activities incorporated is so essential, so that they start to have that connection be very clear for them, because spelling is not truly a mere process of reading. For example, when we're reading and we come across the vowel A, we have three options for its sound. It can say A, or But if I'm spelling, which is it's an additional process because I have to decode, break it down, and then encode, so figure out the sounds and then put them together in patterns, that becomes more difficult, because if I know a word, if I hear the sound A and I need to spell that, there's actually 6 different ways to spell the A sound, which is why it's so much harder on the spelling end. So understanding those patterns and how those create those sounds is part of that phonemic awareness base that can be really helpful for students. And if they lack that ability, they're never going to move to progressive skills in spelling that they need to do to the morphology and word base and all of those things. So that has to happen first.